Alright guys, we're here. We're just about to rock up into the rally in Sydney. We're running a little bit late. We got held up at the airport. No, not for the reasons you think. They lost our bags and then the car park lost our ticket. God bless Sydney. You guys have issues, that's for sure. But share it around. Get people involved in this Sydney rally. There's a crowd there already. I know I've spoken to people there. We're literally about 900 meters from the spot. So stay tuned, get people involved, share it with everyone. Let everyone know. Let me see what's this doing. No. Yep. Get it around there, guys. We're about a couple of minutes off till we'll actually start. Spread it around, guys. Give you a view of Sydney. Sheraton's trying to get me to log into their internet. All right, we're here. Debbie.
Hello.
How are you feeling about this one?
Very good. The weather's beautiful. It's freezing cold. It's pouring rain. We'll have a fantastic time.
How good is it that even Melbourne's weather was better than Sydney?
Melbourne was better than Sydney. So, looking forward to it.
Yeah, we're a bit disappointed. We're running a little bit late, but we'll go a bit over time on this one because we're not rushing out of here. Spread it around, guys. Keep sharing it around, guys. We're about to rock up there. There's crowds there waiting, apparently.
Helicopters.
There's a helicopter, police helicopter already there. Should be fun. Hey, Tommy.
Tommy.
We'll jump out, gonna get the megaphone straight away. Share it around, guys. Share it around. Get people into it. We're starting in a couple of minutes. We're going to be there letting Sydney know that we stand with Tommy. We stand with Tommy, with Debbie Robinson.
Oh, I found a sticker.
Oh, show us the stickers.
Look. See that?
Yeah!
And I need a badge, Ralph. Where's the ALA badges? Oh, they're in the case.
Are we about there?
650 meters away.
650 meters, guys. Share it around. If you guys are there on the ground, we apologize, but we blame your airport. Share it around, guys. Share it around. Get everybody in Australia in on this. Together we stand for freedom of speech. Because there is not dozens of us, there's thousands of us.
We can see the harbour.
Sydney, bloody Sydney, eh? Alright, we're getting there. Couple hundred meters, are we?
Yeah, we're nearly there.
Less than that.
How far does it say we are?
Turn the next right.
120 meters. If you're on the ground there, start chanting. We want to hear. Keep sharing it around, guys. We're just about there.
Next thing, George, would be the closest parking from here.
There's secure. There's just here at Young Street. There's
But
parking.
just
Left here?
No,
Wait, just drop us at the front.
Drop us front, then park back up.
No, don't go parking. Drop us at the front.
Drop. Yeah.
Oops.
Where's this pub? Oh, there we
Yeah,
go.
they're
I
already
can
here.
see a crowd.
Yeah.
There's a crowd.
There's a big bus.
All right, guys, we're literally rocking up here. There's a crowd. I can see them.
Oh, look at this. This is
Beautiful crowd.
This is awesome.
Unbelievable.
Yay!
Amazing crowd here in Sydney, ladies and gentlemen. And somebody's taking the stage.
Oh, it's the stage.
Let's go. Let us out here. Quick. Let's get the megaphone out.
I'll leave that bag.
Let's go. Give me the megaphone. Hey! Hey! Tommy!
Free speech!
need one volunteer for this to help me out. Here we go, brother. You know how to use that? Give it to George in a second. Just, no, you don't have to do anything. Don't touch that, don't touch that. You just, that's up and down. There we go. Yeah. Keep it on the live feed till George gets here. G'day, Sydney! Sorry about the delay. Your airport sucks. I felt like I was going into Iraq. God, we're all here. We're around the country. What are you feeling? What are you feeling? Hold on. We need someone in like, in somebody under the age of 120. All right, you got it? You know what I mean? All right. We're here for a serious reason. We're here because there, firstly, is a journalist. A journalist, you know what, one of the last remaining real journalists, not the fake news you see here. Not this bloke. I don't know.
I'm independent.
Independent, all right. He has a chance.
On your side, it's got a good camera.
All right, the real news, he was reporting outside of a court, a grooming gang who was raping, a rape gang, who was grooming kids as young as 11 years old. And one reporter was out the front. And today, he's in jail. Jail for 13 years. And then you 13 months, sorry. But do you think, people tell me, oh, well, that's over there, what does that have to do with us? Well, talk about New South Wales. We've got Sonia Kruger, who dared to have an opinion about immigration. Who dared to agree...
Is Japan racist?
We'll get there. Who dared to have an opinion on immigration. Who dared to agree, and the polls say so, with 75% of Australians, to say that we want to shut down Islamic immigration. She dared to have that opinion, and New South Wales is taking her through the court system because of that fact. We are replacing freedom of speech here with blasphemy laws. And together around the world, around the West, around Australia today and tomorrow, in London, we say, we stand united and we say, freedom of speech, we will fight for you today so we don't lose you tomorrow.
Tommy Robinson.
So this morning we had hundreds in Melbourne with us. Unfortunately, if you read any of the news reports, they don't have any pictures, but you can see the live feed on mine, so I'm not lying. We had hundreds. Their headline is "Dozens Rally for Free Speech in Australia," in Melbourne. To the fake news, there are hundreds and thousands of us in Australia who love and care for this country, who will fight for our fundamental right of freedom of speech, who will fight for the freedom of the press, who will not give our country up to blasphemy laws. We are together in this. We love Australia. We love our freedoms, and we will not go down like Tommy. We will not let Tommy go down. Hey!
Tommy Robinson. Hey, Tommy Robinson.
So we're going to start with that.
Tommy Robinson. Hey, Tommy Robinson.
Tommy is not just one man. Tommy is me. Tommy is you. Tommy is all of us. Because if they can do this to Tommy so publicly, I was watching it live on Tommy's page. I have the notification there to remind me when Tommy's going up, because I love him like a brother, not just because of any personal relationship, just because everything Tommy does, he stood for consistently from the beginning. And I was watching him live. And if the government, when 11,000 people are watching him live, when 11,000 people are watching him live, they can take him down on this rubbish breach of the peace, on this breach of the peace act that they were claiming he was doing. Anyone who was watching it, Tommy was not breaching any peace. And then he was charged within 2 hours. He was brought before the court for contempt of court. Now the media will tell you, well, that's the law. Tommy was in contempt, so he should suck it up and do his time. But no, we're not going to take that, because Tommy's been stitched up time and time again. And unfortunately, I don't trust the system, because the system are full of shit. Because Tommy's history, for any of you that know that, he's been stitched up before. He got done finally, and the media love to print his rap sheet as if it shows he's some sort of mass criminal. But every time he was stitched up on technicalities, they got him because they wanted to silence him. They wanted to silence him. They say, oh, mortgage fraud. Look at the story, understand, mortgage fraud, went to jail, put in a room with 10 Muslims, got his face kicked in, lost all his teeth.
That's right.
Sounds like mortgage fraud to me. The only fraud is that government. The only fraud is them trying to steal our rights to freedom of speech. And we are not going to take it, and we're not going to stand by as one of us, whether it's Tommy, whether it's Sonia, any of us loses our rights to freedom of speech.
No,
because all these victims, they have one common denominator. They all had the audacity to criticize Islam. I tell you right now, I declare, I will criticize Islam every second day. Because it does not make you a racist to do so. Islam is not a race. Islam is a religion. I'm a Jew. Criticize my religion all you want. Go for it. Christianity, these days, you criticize Christianity, you get an award. So, there is no reason at all why we should not be criticizing Islam. In fact, I can give you about 1 million plus reasons why you should criticize that barbaric cult. Alright, we're going to start this thing where I say, Tommy, Tommy, Tommy! Oi, oi, oi! Tommy, Tommy, Tommy!
Oi, oi, oi!
Tommy, Tommy, Tommy!
Oi, oi, oi!
Tommy!
Oi!
Tommy!
Oi!
Alright, I'm going to get Debbie Robertson, who has been a massive... I'll give you a minute to talk you up. Debbie Robertson, who is the president of the Australian Liberty Alliance, she has backed every single campaign. In fact, Debbie Robertson is a good friend of Tommy's from years before it was even popular. People used to tell Debbie not to associate with Tommy.
Yep, that's right.
Sister.
So I'm going to give it over to Debbie.
Okay, thanks, Avi. Thank you, everyone, for coming here today. It's a fantastic turnout. This is the second in our pop-up rally in Sydney, and as you all know, Tommy's a human rights activist recently imprisoned for reporting on a barbaric Muslim child rape gang, and he's been silenced by a corrupt system in the UK. And he's a man of integrity. He's sacrificing his family, his life, for the love of his country. And he's an international hero. And I met Tommy Robertson for the first time in Stockholm in 2012. And we were there for a counter-jihad rally. And on the day of that rally, we were surrounded by thousands of police, mounted police in riot gear. But it wasn't because we were violent, it's because hundreds and hundreds of aggressive, bloodthirsty demonstrators were doing everything they could, including throwing Molotov cocktails at us, to get through the barricades and attack and silence us. So I met Tommy again in New York. And I'll repeat it here today. I said it in New York, and I got a lot of flack for saying it years ago, that we need to support him. We need to support him and everything he's trying to do. And over the years, our organisation, which is Q Society, has organised tons of events raising awareness about Islam and Sharia and the dangers that we face. And we held our first international symposium on liberty in Islam years ago. The other thing that we did do was bring Gert Wilders here in 2013. And that proved to be extremely difficult. And wielders like Tommy Robinson is vilified and prosecuted and lives in constant fear for his life. And we realised during that tour that Australia is way further down the track of appeasement and political correctness than any of us realised. And that's why we formed this party, the Australian Liberty Alliance, because it's not enough anymore to highlight problems. We have to take a political stand and be agents for change, and that's what we're doing, and that's why we're here. To, like freedom fighters all around the world, we've got to work hard to stop what's happening. And just have a look at some of the banners we've got here today with the names of people who've been murdered or who live under police protection for speaking out. We've got Pim Fortuyn, we've got the Dutch filmmaker Theo van Gogh, and all the people that were slaughtered for drawing cartoons of Muhammad.
Yeah.
So,
Charlie Hebdo.
Charlie Hebdo. But the most disturbing thing of all is that our government, our political leaders and our taxpayer-funded groups like the Human Rights Commission, together with the mainstream media, they're all part of the problem. And Kevin Rudd's one example. In 2012 he brought a guy from the OIC, Professor Isanoglu, to lecture Australians about Islamophobia. Now the OIC, I'm not going to rave on too much about this, but they represents 56 Islamic states. They do not follow the Charter of Human Rights. They have their own Charter of Human Rights that is interpreted under Sharia law. And Kevin Rudd invited this guy to Australia and promoted him. All of these things are happening within our country, and the mainstream media make matters worse by not reporting the truth and not reporting anything at all. And in Australia we've got ridiculous hate speech laws which need to be scrapped. We have our own heroes in this country, including Andrew Bolt, the late
Capture the audience and the background so they can see that we got
Melbourne from Catch the Fire Ministries. Every single one of them have been dragged through the courts for exercising their right to free speech. And believe me, we're losing it. And as you know, we now have Sonia Kruger, who's up on charges in New South Wales, for making comments about Muslim immigration. Now, most of the people here I know would 100% agree with what she said. But she is being taken to the cleaners along with Channel 9. But guess what? If you're a friend of Hamas, or you represent the Islamic Council of Victoria, or you're a visiting Islamic hate group church, or you can get venues here. You can get venues everywhere. Yeah, we couldn't get a venue for Get Wielders. We couldn't get a visa for him. But they'll fast-track visas for people like Tariq al-Suwaidan, who's the leader of the Kuwaiti Muslim Brotherhood. He got a visa in Victoria within 24 hours, given to him by Minister Bowen, who was the Labour Minister at the time. And last week, just to show you who can speak and who can't, we went to a pro-Palestinian rally in support of Israel. Guess who was moved on? We were. We were moved on. You watch the video of what happened to us. So the real masters are the ones we can't criticise. There's freedom of speech for some, but not us. We have to shut up, and it can't happen anymore. We've had enough. We're not going to take it. And we're facing all the same issues in Australia that Britain and Europe have had for years. And it's all down to multiculturalism, mass immigration, and political correctness. And not all cultures are equal.
Some cultures are better than others.
The idea that all cultures are equal, regardless of how illiberal or barbaric they are, is insane, and it's contributing to the demise of our civilization. And that's why we are here today to highlight the plight of Tommy Robinson, in the hope that he'll be set free. And let it be known that we will never, never stop fighting to speak freely. Because freedom is something our forefathers, mine and yours, fought and died for. It is the most valuable thing we possess. And I'll just read you a quote from a guy called Bruce Bauer in his book Surrender. He writes, "Freedom is the single most precious prerequisite to a dignified human existence. especially the first freedom, the freedom from which all other freedoms flow, and that is your freedom of speech. And thank you very much. Thank you.
A big hand to Debbie. Debbie is a fearless fighter. You know what? She is humble. She has bigger balls than anyone in Parliament. And I've seen her on the front line. We've gone to rallies. And the rallies that she's talking about, that we got moved on. Why? Not because we were a danger, but because we were outnumbered by Islamists 100 to 1. And Debbie was happy to walk into the crowd and pretend to be one of them, pull a sign out that was slightly anti their Islamic propaganda, and they actually attacked her.
They attacked me, yeah.
That is a sign of our time. In Australia today, Debbie's spot on. The police find it easier to silence us because we're not the minority. It's the minority that speaks up. And we need to change this because each and every one of you that are here today, there's another 100, there's another 1,000 at home that are too scared to come. Trust me, my inbox is full of them. We need to change this. We need to speak up. We need every single person to use every single platform you have to speak up because before you know it, we will be Europe. Before you know it, they'll be banning people like Lawrence Southern from coming in. Before you know it, they'll be locking us up. Before you know it, and for those of you who think that Tommy being locked up is not a dangerous issue, last year, a man was thrown, and I said pork, is it pork or bacon? It was bacon. It was some pig that my rabbi doesn't approve of. He threw a sandwich at a mosque. He was jailed and killed in jail for throwing a bacon sandwich at a mosque. Last time Tommy went to jail, he had his head kicked in. Now, if we don't succeed to get him out, and we will fight till the end. Tommy, I know your family's watching this. We will fight till the end. But the fact is, you guys standing here today and everyone around the world, you are keeping Tommy alive. Because the government there have shown they want nothing less than Tommy dead. But now they know thousands upon thousands worldwide stand with Tommy. And no fake news. There aren't dozens here. Police estimate 200. Report that, you scum. Hey, Tommy, Tommy! Tommy, 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 Tommy Robinson! Hey, Tommy, Tommy! Tommy, 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 Tommy Robinson! Hey, Tommy, Tommy! Tommy, 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 Tommy Robinson! Now, hey, Tommy, Tommy! Tommy, 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 Tommy Robinson! I'm gonna explain something about Tommy because a lot of people, you know, when you read the press about Tommy specifically, they love to label him, and I say this all the time everywhere I go because I think it's an important fact. The fake news love to give him titles. They call him the ex-EDL leader. Now, EDL was an organisation that Tommy founded for good reasons, to fight these grooming gangs that he ended up in jail for. He exposed them from the beginning. But the reason why Tommy's a former leader of the EDL is that his own organisation ended up being infiltrated and a lot of anti-Semitic, neo-Nazi elements started to take over. Now this big bad racist Tommy said, I don't want nothing to do with that, so I'm out. That is why Tommy is the former EDL leader. But the fake news won't tell you that. They will just put him next to a skinhead. I know for a fact, Tommy is not a racist. Tommy just loves his country like the rest of us. Tommy is like a working class Aussie. And we need more Tommy. Hey,
Tommy, Tommy! Tommy, 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 Tommy Robinson!
You do better than that.
Hey, Tommy, Tommy! Tommy, 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 Tommy Robinson! Hey, Tommy, Tommy!
these things and we don't get stopped off in the airport, we start with the Australian. Because we believe in freedom of speech. I may not like what you have to say. Trust me, a lot of people want to say a lot of nasty shit to me. And I'm cool with it, because feelings, I'll get over it. But the fact is, I believe that our freedom of speech, to be able to criticise ideologies, is more important than my little feelings.
That's right, mate.
So we need to get rid of any blasphemy law in Australia. And New South Wales, your government is, you guys are, Sonia Kruger is going through the courts because of your government.
Yeah.
And you need to push that out to your friends here.
And
It is
your taxpayer-funded dollars are doing it.
The ACT's already
where our
gone.
money goes.
and it's a good point, because the pest, the Islamic pest that is dragging Sonia through the system has dragged one after the other. And it is you, the New South Wales taxpayer, that funds this crap. Tommy! 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 You guys will love that. That's awesome. All right. I'll let.
Mrs. A. Tracy.
Zay, going to say a couple of words. Then we're going to end with the Australian anthem. I want to thank you all, though. Really, I know it's a Saturday. Good on you. You guys are the beginning, because we must keep this momentum up and we must step up the fight. Peacefully standing together and calling out our government when they try to take our freedom. Because this is the beginning of what is a very, very dangerous future for our country. Not just theirs. And that's what we need to remember.
Okay, what a lot of people don't know, and I don't think you guys are aware of this, but there's actually a family member of Tommy's here today. Okay, we do have a family member of Tommy's here today. Okay, that person has chosen not to be identified. And they've asked me, on behalf of Tommy and Tommy's family, to thank you, Debbie, to thank you, Avi, and to thank your crew of people, and to thank everyone who is here today, everyone who's been in Melbourne, and everyone who's going to be attending the next two rallies. But particularly you guys have really done this. I mean, Avi, the night that Tommy was arrested, what were you and I doing? PMing each other. We were both in absolute shock.
It's not what you think.
No, I was in absolute shock because I couldn't believe it. And the worst thing was, some of our own were saying that we were promoting fake news. Because people could not believe that Tommy had been arrested. And unfortunately, it was true. And since that evening, I know that Avi has not stopped working on this issue. Okay, so 3 cheers for Avi and Deb and ALA. Hip hip!
Hip hip! Hip hip!
And after today, it doesn't end, okay? When you leave here today, don't wait for the next rally. Yeah. Okay? You need to keep having the conversation. That's what I call it. In your workplace, one thing Milo said when Milo was here on tour, one thing he said, if you're thinking it, someone else is thinking it. Okay? And that's a really important message. Alright? And you need to keep having those conversations. They might be subtle conversations. Don't go in too hard too soon. Just ask people, why do you think like that? Show them the evidence. The best weapon you have is evidence. And there is plenty out there. So when you leave today, please for these people to keep having those conversations. Thank you guys.
You'll do the Australian anthem?
Yeah, oh yeah, do the anthem. That's
We're just going to do the anthem quickly.
yeah.
In a couple minutes, yeah.
Let me have 3 minutes.
Gary, awesome.
I'll support you for 3 years.
I just want to also say, I grew up in the UK. I left there when I was 12, and things change really quickly, so don't think it won't happen here, what's happening over there. It's already starting to happen here, and you've got to make a noise about what's going on and push back against it, and that's why we're here. And hopefully, even if you talk to one more person and get them to understand what's going on, there's a big snowball effect. Ralph, do you want to...
Bear with us, guys. We're from Melbourne. The socialist state of Victoria. And guys, this is, honestly though, this is not a right-wing, left-wing issue. This is a democratic human rights issue. And we need to keep pushing that message. When you go on Facebook and that, it doesn't matter what side of the political divide you're on. If you love your freedoms, you better stand up now. Because there are many people in Britain that wish they did this 10 years ago when Tommy was being out then.
Great.
Got it?
I hope so.
Thank you everyone for coming out today. Please bring the posters back. We need them for Brisbane and Perth. Guys in Brisbane and Perth, make sure you're there. We're there 9 o'clock in the morning. In Brisbane, Perth, 4:30. But good on you guys. Remember, this is the beginning, not the end. We are not going down like this. Sydney made us proud. Look at that, absolutely beautiful.
Well done.
Thank you.
A new convert, mate.
Tommy Robinson! Hey, Tommy!
Keep it going.
Tommy Robinson! Hey, Tommy Robinson! Tommy!
Silence, criticism, silence, freedom!
Guys, thank you for coming today. Good on you guys.
Get in there, Jimmy. We're going to have to fight now. Tell him.
Yes, it is about standing up.
Yeah,
Look out.
good on you. What you got to say? Hey, he's kind of away. Whatever I like, and then I'll tell me how to talk to him. That's a perfect
I don't know if I like that because I'm going to lose every time. You are. Thanks, mate. Good on you.
ready?
Thanks for coming today. Good on you guys. Good on you. Well done. Good on you. Let's get a good one. You'd expect this from an oldie. Well done. Guys, thank you so much for coming. He's a good bloke. Mate, thank you. That's the first and last time I let a man kiss me. I kind of enjoyed it. That was what I was wanting. Thank you so much for coming. Good on you guys.
Friends with Neil, friends with George. Fucking. This is my city, man. Oh, okay. Bye bye.
Thank you very much. Good on you.
Thanks, guys. Well done. Well done. Thanks for coming. Good on you. I'm with you. Yeah, go for it. Lucky I don't have a flight to run to. I kind of like Sydney. I'm more popular here than in. So I go down to, what is it, Kemba? We had a couple that were. Again, just take care. Come, boss. Careful. Family. How'd you tell?
Did it click?
That's
it.
Sorry, one more.
Oh yeah, that's true actually. Yeah. Do it again. At least you got the other one. Oh, good on you. Good on you. Thanks, mate.
What you doing for me? Thanks for
Very
coming,
nice
mate. You're a
to meet you.
legend.
I need your email address. I've got stuff.
Team Yemini at gmail.com.
Go on, mate.
Oh, wait, one more.
You got the Polish thing?
Love it. The Poles have it right.
Yeah, mate.
Hey, how are you?
I like to shake your hand.
See you, mate. Good to meet you. Let's go. God, the screen makes me even blacker.
I was actually wrote a comment on one of your videos, and you actually highlighted it. It's like, you gotta stop this nonsense now. That was me. I'm really glad you're here, man.
Good on you.
Yeah.
Here, hold on. Let me get a photo. Here's it. I'm going to pretend to be taller. Avi. Hold on. Give me 1 sec. Where am I looking there? I'm going to take selfie. You're going to out me with that shit, mate.
We're going to meet up with you in Melbourne. Lee Taylor.
Okay, alright. Thanks so much. Yeah. Happening, brother? You good? Yeah. You doing a photo or what?
We've got some patience.
There we go. You guys came out today. The least I can do. Hold on, where am I looking here?
Yeah, just noticed.
Can you get on your knees? Not in that way.
You got told by Avi.
Quick. Because I try to. I guess you get to the. Like if I take it from down low, then.
I'm Lee's going to see as well.
Let me know. Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, is it cute?
You know what you're doing? I promise you all, when I get into Parliament, this is what we're doing. Hey guys, it's Avi. We need some chanting for Tommy at least. It feels like it's going. Hey, Tommy! Tommy Robinson! Hey, Tommy! Tommy Robinson! Hey, Tommy! That's the next round, but in New South Wales, I'd imagine so. Yeah. Yeah, okay, nice. Good on you for coming out. No, thank you. You know what? I'm nothing without anyone else. We need. This is a team effort. I'm just one little man, very little, but with a big mouth.
Yes, but let's bring everyone together.
Thank you. Shabbat shalom. Don't tell the rabbi. This is for life and death. You're allowed to be here. Hey, yeah, brother. Hold on, go that way because you're doing. Thank you. Who's who?
I'm jumping.
Good job, brother.
Thanks, mate.
Let's go. Info wars. That's one man who's angrier than me.
Hey, Avi, any chance of all the boys from England?
Oh, fucking oath. Hey!
Tommy Robinson. Oh, Tommy. Tommy Robinson. Oh, Tommy Robinson. Oh,
The football hooligans. Good on you, boys.
The balls of steel, brother.
I don't know once I get kicked in. See you later, boys. Good on you. Yeah, we're looking. There we go. Love it, brother.
Sorry, I'm going to miss the one in Perth.
Yep, we've still got Perth and Brisbane.
Thanks for all your good work, brother.
Thank you. There you go. Champion. Let's do it. Get the photo. Family picture.
You get the best.
Good on you, mate. You're an expert at that. Good on you. Thanks. Good on you for coming out, guys.
Just wants to say good day and good on you. I jumped on the train from Wollongong to come up.
Oh, you're a champion. Good on you, mate. That's what it's about. We need people to do good work. Yeah, let's go.
Having a good fight, brother. All right.
All of us. It's our fight, not my fight.
No, mate, good on you, man.
Thanks, bro. We're doing it? Let's go. All right. Thank you. That way?
Yeah.
Are you just literally taking photos?
I'm a photographer, so I was like, I might as well help the cause.
Send me the good photos.
Yeah, oh, give me an email. So
I'll
give
give
you a
you my
Dropbox link.
Yeah.
You just get a bucket of everything. Yeah.
I'll give you my email. Champion. No, you boys.
No one talks about it, it's ridiculous.
Where are you guys from?
Greece.
Wogs.
Yep.
Racist wogs. I love it.
At school, as soon as we talk about this, me and my brother learned the racism in our school.
Nazis, man.
Oh, yeah,
mate.
The world is backwards, guys. Don't ever. Who cares what they name you? Words. They nothing. They call me a Nazi. I would be here with a kippa today, but it's the Sabbath, so I'm not going to disrespect it.
Yeah.
They call me a Nazi. The irony in fascists calling a Jew a Nazi. Go figure. Forget it. Be proud. You know what? Unless you do something wrong, own it. But be proud of everything else. Standing up for what's right. It might be unpopular today, but if we see a movement like this grow, it'll soon become the cool thing, and the rest will join the racists. See you later.
32 years ago, I was flying choppers up and down the border between Israel and Egypt with the MFO.
Okay.
Yeah, and the Australian Air Force. And you're doing a terrific job.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah,
You're
I joined you. I spent my $14 just recently.
Oh, you're a champion.
Yeah, so
Thank
thanks
you.
again.
Well, we need
Thanks
everyone.
again. Good job.
Champion. Good on
Thank
you.
you.
Thanks.
I just you want my project.
She said she called it chutzpah.
I'm just going to read hats. We're going to edit it.
Oh, thanks. No, good on you guys for coming out. I love that shirt. Australia, love it or leave it. It's pretty simple. Aussie Patriot, here we go. Where's the actual camera? Do you even have a camera? Because he's just... There we go. We're just looking at your one. I'm going mad. It's been...
That's me, right? And what's your name? Petra.
Champion. Good on you guys. Well done. Another one?
Yeah.
Did you get it?
Exactly.
How you doing, buddy? That's a great jacket. I want a jacket like that. Now they just think of it. Over here.
Anything sitting in the basement, pulled up. I'm a videographer.
Thank you. No, most people are scared to come out, and I get it, you know. For every person that came out, I probably got 10 or 20 messages of people going, I want to come out, but you're crazy, So we need to build more and more people coming out to show people at home that it's not that bad, it's not that scary. Brisbane and Perth, you still have a chance to come out tomorrow because look, nothing happened. Let's give it back to the... Can you take a photo? Yeah, sure. There we go. We'll go this way.
Good smiles, guys. That's it. The left is shake.
Thanks, Abby.
Yeah. Come here, Robinson. Yeah. All right, Sydney, you made us proud. Share it around, let everyone know that the whole world is standing with Tommy today. 2 more rallies. Brisbane tomorrow 9, Perth 4:30 tomorrow. Just double check that before. Share it with everyone. We're in this together. It's not my fight, it's our fight. We're all Tommy's and we're all Sonia's. God bless, guys. Thanks.
Yeah, Jerry.